Nissan Magnite, new entrant in the subcompact SUV space. Big domination, lots of dreams. What's it got? Let's check it out. Talking about the design, it's got a nice wide face, good proportions on the bonnet, but up front you'll see a very Datsun-like grille, but the new Nissan logo looks nice. The headlights are large, sleek and look great, and I particularly like these chrome elements inside which make it look upmarket. Down here you got this L-shaped daytime running lights and projector fog lights as well. What's also great are the chunky skid plates which look great and scream SUV dominance. Coming to the side, you'll see these alloy wheels with chunky tires, but the large wheel wells do leave a lot of gap here. Could have been the tire could have been a size bigger, would have looked better as well. On the side, you see the Nissan Magnite badge that stretches into the window line and looks great as well. Nothing much on the side, it's just a plain design, but the overall texturing looks great and the large windows point in a lot of space as well. I forgot to mention under roof rails, which are not just here for style, they are actually functional and can handle a certain amount of luggage as well. Coming to the back, you will see these very nicely designed tail lamps, which resemble LEDs but are not really LEDs, they're just normal lights. And the new styling of Nissan with the Magnite badging in bold, along with the new Nissan logo as well. The roof spoiler, however, adds some nice chunk to it, and so does the skid plate at the rear as well. Since we're at the back, let's check out the boot as well. It's a huge chunky boot and you can almost load your luggage. It's quite deep and you have the option of 60-40 split option as well. What's great here is this nice thing to hold. Though plasticky, you can shut your boot quite easily as well. Talking about the features, you get base, XE, XL, XV and XV Premium and XV Optional. Talking about the interior, it's a nice setup. You have a nice chunky steering with this nice knurled finish, so you get good feel of the steering. The dashboard is nice. You have this nice vinyl-like thing which is not a soft touch but it feels good enough. Hard plastic on the top, not really acceptable but okay. What's unique are these AC vents which many have been saying come up to Lamborghini Urus, but I feel it adds a nice design direction towards the Nissan Magnite interior as well. The touchscreen, we've seen it on many cars. Over here it's an 8-inch unit, it's a fantastic unit and it gets first in segment wireless Android Auto, Apple CarPlay and, if I can show you, 360-degree rear view camera as well. A lot of people said it's quite funky, but I feel the overall layout is quite good and you get good view of your car as well. Here the AC vents which have an inbuilt digital reading which speaks that it's from a segment above. You have a small pad here where you can store your phone. And talking about the connected features, Nissan has also packed in exciting features which you get as a tech pack. Wireless charging, high-end JBL speakers, mood lighting, paddle lamp, LED scuff plates and air purifier. What I'm a bit not really convinced about is the instrument cluster. Why? Digital instrument cluster, not really. Why couldn't the manufacturer just give us a normal analog layout? Over here again it's digital but it has these funky colors which kind of disturbing when you're driving. Can't really have different colors pointing at your eye, but a normal conventional layout would have done well, I believe. Talking about safety, in the Nissan Magnite you get ABS, vehicle dynamic control, traction control, dual airbags, anti-roll bar and hill start assist. Otherwise you have two cup holders here, you have an armrest which doesn't have storage but it's good enough to reach the gearbox while driving. Otherwise fit and finish is quite okay and up to segment where it has to be. Talking about the back seat, wow, this seat has really amazed me with the amount of space, quite impressed. Loads of leg room, good amount of shoulder room, overall space. Headroom is a bit marginal but otherwise space is quite good. If I really sit comfortably, I have marginal shoulder room and I have an armrest with a smartphone storage as well. However, you can only store one phone here, and if you have your place only to store one phone here at a time, so two people sitting won't really able to, but we have cup holders as well. What I really like over here are the AC vents. They may be small, they may be this kind of not really large enough, but having the rear AC vents here is a must. many manufacturers lower down higher than this today don't have AC vents, and there's a big disappointment. Otherwise, overall space is quite good. You do have a charging socket here as well, and overall the space is quite impressive enough. Talking about engine options, there's a 1 liter naturally aspirated engine, 72 PS, and comes with a manual gearbox, whereas the 1 liter turbo comes with a 100 PS engine, which comes with a manual and a CVT automatic gearbox. So here's a quick walk around of the Nissan Magnite. Anything more you want to know, let us know in the comment section below. We are quite busy, but we'll try packing a first drive review for you soon, and all the other details will be in our video. Anything more you want to know, let us know in the comment section below. Till then, Hercules Rodriguez signing off for MotoGo.